first adult purchase.
Close your eyes. And pay attention to the sensation of the breath, wherever you feel it most clearly.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube. I tried to film this on the weekend, and you know what? I had no idea what I was going to film. I was just in one of those really uncreative headspaces because my energy has been really weird. Like, it's tanked, and then some days it's okay. It's really strange. I'll get into it in this YouTube and give you a bit of a health update as well. But what I'm going to do today is a day of my life, a day in the life, and just, yeah, like I say, giving you a bit of a health update with everything that's going on with my skin and my gut. I have been doing this anti-candida diet for a month now, so I am meant to start introducing in some more starchy carbs. So I do have a appointment with my naturopath today, going through some results. So that's really good timing because I'll have that appointment and then I can give you my health update. But I've kind of changed a few things with how I start and run my days now. I used to get up and I would either just go straight down to the beach for a walk. In an ideal world, let's be real, I was going through basically getting up and showering and then starting work because there was so much going on. But I've really had to revisit that because it was obviously not benefiting me, and I was just like, my body was just cooked. Now I make sure, I do my meditations now. I was really bad at not doing them, so I'm doing them, and I've upped my game. I've gone from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, and I've started reading Jay Shetty's book Think Like a Monk, and he's got this thing on it, sight, sense and sounds. So the environment you create based on when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you see, what's the first sound, and what's the smell. So obviously so many of us wake up and we wake up to an alarm, and then we check our phones, and it starts your brain off in a shambles. And I've always been like, let's keep it on airplane mode and not go onto our phones. But I also changed my alarm so I wake up to a nice song instead of that ringing alarm bell sound. Anyway, so I'm really conscious of the way I'm starting my mornings now. So I've got my candles for the scent, I've got my meditation, I've got my good alarm, I get some vitamin D. So that's kind of my nice morning routine. I used to fast quite a bit, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the more research I've done, for females, it seems that fasting is not great for your stress hormones and your cortisol, which mine is just so elevated right now that I need to be doing everything to support it. So even before I go for my walk or I go and train, I'm making sure I'm just having something small. And on this candida diet, it's not like I can just grab some rice cakes or a quick bowl of oats or something like that. So I am just going to quickly make part one of my breakfast, which is, you guys, if you've seen a full day of eating, you know this is when I'm not having my oats, I'm having my coconut yogurt. So I'm about to have some coconut yogurt with some nuts and seeds and berries, and I'll show you that. And then I'm going to go for a walk down to the beach and then come back and start work. So usually I'd just go for the walk, come back and eat. And I actually filmed over the weekend a booty workout for you guys. So I'm not actually training today, it is a rest day. For my mornings, I'll alternate between a training session or a walk down to the beach. So today is a rest day, but because I already filmed that, I'm like, I'm not going to deprive them of the good content just because it's not part of the actual day. So I'll take you guys down to the beach with me for my walk, and then I'll just show you my workout. And then, you know, it's a work day, so I've got a few Zoom meetings. I actually have to go to pick up some photos that I got for Father's Day, which was 2 weeks ago, Worst Daughter Award, and a birthday present for a friend. So I'll show you guys that, and a bit of food and health update. I'm excited. I was really flustered over the weekend because I was like, gotta come up with some content, and I never want my YouTube to be something that's like I have to do it. I get joy from creating content for you guys, and when it gets to the point where I'm just so low energy and I'm really struggling to come up with ideas and even just show up as myself on the camera, it's just not a good headspace to be filming in, and I just felt crap. Anyway, let's make some breakfast and go for a walk. That was a very long intro. Hey.
What are you saying? Not the time or the place, baby, it's not right. It's not right, no. Going insane. Got a problem to fix, can we face it tonight? Face it tonight, oh. No way, though. Maybe I can't let go. Maybe I thought you'd take my side, my side. No way, though. You know.
Alright, so I'm still not tracking like calories and macros at the moment per se. So you would have just seen when I was doing my breakfast, I was weighing that out. That's only because the last kind of couple of days I've been like, because I'm not weighing myself either, so I don't really know if I'm gaining or losing. So I'm really just going based off how my body's feeling. Like I don't have any goals right now in terms of weight loss or weight gain. I'm just trying to maintain and still reverse diet after the dieting phase that I did. So I guesstimate that I'm around 1800 calories, which is still pretty low, but again, that's just where my metabolism's at right now with everything that's going on and the down regulations that have occurred from dieting and regaining weight and previous history of dieting. It just brings it down, and I guess I'm a little bit less active and I'm not going as hard in the gym, so that explains kind of what's going on there. So I decided yesterday that I would just weigh and see if my guesstimations were correct. So I will kind of weigh my protein just to make sure I'm hitting that, because that's like the important one, and anything that adds up really quickly that I don't have the best gauge of, so like nuts, oils, even the coconut yogurt is quite high cal for like a small amount. So yeah, I was just weighing like the nuts and the yogurt and this whole breakfast just to make sure I'm kind of in the ballpark of what I've guesstimated. So I was, which is good to know. And yeah, I'm just kind of going off like I'll eat when I'm hungry. It's not like beautiful sunny like it was yesterday. I'll show you some footage that I got when I came down yesterday. It was like so warm and sparkly and beautiful, but I think the clouds, when the clouds clear, it should be like a really beautiful day. But this is home. I always take my shoes off to do my grounding, get my feet in the sand. It's just like, oh, it's just such a good feeling. So peaceful and not too many people here. And I'll just walk around for a little bit and then go back and get stuck into my work for the day. Alright, so I'm just doing my warm-up. I just did a few like thoracic extensions. I'm about to do a few planks. I did some kettlebell windmill, where you like hold the kettlebell up and like reach down your leg. I kind of haven't like figured out what exactly I'm going to train yet, so I'm just trying to do like a bit of a all around full body warm up. So we'll see. If I ever took an elevator bed, so the dogs are we gon' get it, that's a fact. They counting on me, I can't let my people down. Standing tall, 10 toes to the ground, to the ground. If I ever took an elevator bed, so the dogs are we gon' get it, that's a fact. They counting on me, I can't let my people down, yeah. Standing tall, 10 toes to the ground, to the ground. I was eating those free lunches, now I'm paid from these rats. I've been spazzing here lately, they done told me just relax. They been sleeping on the boy, I don't ever take no naps. Got that rubber band flow, they just told me I done strapped, and I'm going in further than they ever thought I would. They trying to talk to me, I told them not a word. I've been up on it, I swear that I'm coming to kill them. They don't want to smoke, I got firewood. I've been a moving, ayy, I cannot lose it, ayy. I swear I'm glowing up, now I illuminate, yeah. This year I'm blowing up, no exceptions. I've been going in. Check the expressions, I swear lately you can feel it now. I got them stressing, tell them all, I swear I got the answers. Just keep them guessing, yeah. Look, I don't got the time to kick it with you. You don't really see the bigger picture. From the side where they wait for you to fail, then you go and prove them wrong. Now they swear they knew you well. We ain't friends, nah, I don't know the fate. Keep a black pair of Timbs on, watching for the snake. Hi. Okay. I've got about an hour to smash out some work before 2 back-to-back meetings. So I'm just gonna check in on my team, see how they're going, make sure we're all on track for the project that's launching next week. Dreamy. So many hints. Okay, and then I need to get myself to Bondi Junction to pick up the present things. And oh gosh, what a workout that was. Just joking, because you would have just seen the workout. I didn't actually do it today, as you know. Having my decaf, guys. Macadamia, Australia's own barista, has been the milk I've been using lately because it froths really nicely. And the taste is not bad. So I'm meant to have my supplement drinks, literally that stack there of all these supplements. I'm meant to have that after breakfast and not around coffee. Even though that's decaf, it's still got caffeine in it. So I'm going to have my second breakfast, which is basically just like a meal, whatever you want to call it, just more food. When I'm feeling hungry, because I'm not hungry right now. So I am trying to be more in tune with what my body is asking for, because today's a rest day / fake workout day. When I didn't actually work out, just showed you workout. I will probably be less hungry. And like I said, I'm not tracking. I'm not like, oh, I should eat less because I'm less hungry. I'm just being mindful. Moisturizer is everywhere in my house now because I'm so paranoid of getting dry skin because of Roaccutane. So it's literally like everywhere. You just see there's this moisturizer, there's hand moisturizers, there's lip balms. Like no one can be dry in this house. All right, time to do some work and then get onto these meetings.
Baby, you're worth the fight.
All right, my battery died. Anyway, that meeting was good, and I'm going to have second breakfast now between this and my next meeting. I'm just gonna flick a few emails across based on how that meeting went, and yeah, have second breakfast. What am I gonna have? Oh shit, what am I gonna have? Because I run out of egg whites and I've got eggs. I might just have 2 eggs and some vegetables. All right, I'll show you what I have. All right, I really need to wash my hair. I've got my second breakfast, which is 2 eggs, avocado. I've got some mixed vegetables and a whole lot of rocket and some lemon juice. Let's check out this egg situation. Oh, how's that? So good. And you know what? I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm not gonna lather this in sauce. I feel like it's such a like, you know, it looks nicer without it. But people are like, you put sauce on everything, oh my god, it ruins it. But you know what? I like it. Tastes good. So this is the reduced salt and sugar one, which is why I'm able to have it on this diet. Anyway, I've literally got a few minutes to eat this, and then I'm jumping on to a call with my naturopath to go through all my test results. So after that, I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown on where I'm at. Why do I keep winking every time I go to the next? I'm just being awkward. Okay, bye. So I just had an exciting delivery, and this is not like I was sent something from someone. This is something that I bought myself, and it's like my first adult purchase. That sounds so wrong. You'll understand when I show you, when I pan to the left and show you. Okay. How cool. I got my first piece of art and it just got delivered. And she's a beaut. She's so big. Ignore the rubbish. That's not rubbish, that's clothes that I need to donate. And that's my kitchen, but wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's your shot. There's the frame. And look at the frame. So I had it framed and it's this like floating frame on canvas. I'm literally obsessed. It's so big and cool and beautiful. Let's see what we look like together. I'm definitely taking photos here. All right, so that's one exciting thing to show you, day in my life. Now I need to go and pick up, sorry, I'm just obsessed with it. Now I need to go and pick up these photos for Father's Day and a friend's birthday, so let's go do that. And some food. Oh, I just had my naturopath appointment. I need to update you guys. I'm gonna do all of my shopping bits and then I'll come back and update you because I have some things to update you on with like this candida diet and my hormones and everything, so health update as well. Oh yeah, this is so awkward. I'm in a car park. There's literally like a car pile up. Someone's just come in on my right and like overtaking. We're all waiting for this one car to park. and everyone's just so off it, like so rude and in a rush, and it's just like, chill, let the person live. That's Bondi for ya. Time to park. Alright, so I already did a food shop yesterday, Sunday. It's Tuesday today. So I did one on Sunday, and there's all this food that I forgot to get, and now that I am able to introduce some more starchy carbs into my diet, there's a little hint about what our chat's going to be later. I'm just going to get some more things. So that's what I'm doing. I feel like it's going to be so weird for anyone in Melbourne watching this, and you'll see me walk around, out and about, not wearing a mask. It's very different in Sydney. Sorry to rub it in. So I'm in Kmart. Who doesn't love Kmart? And I'm trying to find a photo frame to put the pictures into, and it's kind of not looking promising. I think this is where they would be. I checked online, it said they were in store, but all I can see is some weird mirror tray that looks like sus. Like, people are going ape on homewares and stuff, I think, at the moment. Just like making home nice. And so there's like no stock anywhere. What the fuck? I'm inevitably going to find things that I don't need. Alright. I'm gonna have to think of a plan B. Okay, I was in the wrong section, I found it, but the one colour that I want isn't here. So I wanted brown and it's not here. It's going really well. Okay, I'm so overwhelmed. I came to Daiso to get some funny like birthday things for this birthday package I'm putting together. And I found all these like cooking things. So there's like silicone molds and cookie cutters and stuff, and now I'm just like stocking up on things for the kitchen. The hell? I look like, other than looking like a dickhead, I look like, is the Grinch, how they've got those funny hairstyles? I don't know what my hair is doing, it kind of fell back. I had a really bad headache from it being up, but it's so greasy. Anyway, I'm just going through these photos that I picked up from the place that you get your photos done. And I'm going through them to look at all these classic photos. Oh, that's a great one. Oh, my shins. So my friend Jackie's birthday, it's her 30th this Friday, because she's in Melbourne and obviously I can't be there for it. She actually flew up for my 30th last year, and I'm like, what can I do that's like fun and exciting? So I've got this box that I'm looking at over there, and I'm gonna do like a pass the parcel kind of vibe. So I've got all these little gifts that I bought, like funny joke prank gifts. You know what's awkward to buy? Lube. I have not bought lube. It was really awkward. Anyway, so that's one of the funny presents. Hilarious. Oh my god, you got a lube. So funny. Wow, good one. There's a whole backstory. Anyway, without going into our personal jokes, so I'm doing like a pass the parcel thing. So I'm gonna have like a clue on each present, and it's going to be like a reminder of like a personal joke or like a time we traveled together or whatever. So I just thought it would be cute as well to get a whole lot of pictures printed to go with that. And then obviously the big present is going to be something big. I think I'm just like, can I say it? I don't think she watches my YouTube, so I'm getting her and her boyfriend like a accommodation, like nights accommodation somewhere nice in Melbourne where they can visit, so do a little birthday trip. Anyway, and then I got some more pictures. So from the family, we've got Dad for Father's Day, which is past, I know, just a whole lot of pictures of like me and Jess, my sister. That was when she was preggers. And just some like, yeah, like just some family pictures to put into a photo frame. Here's a cute picture of Dad and Jess at her wedding. Are you guys enjoying photo family time? Here's Dad with Rio. And then this is Christmas last year when Jess was pregnant. And then this is at my cousin's wedding. Anyway, they're all going to go in this frame. I ended up finding a frame. So it's just gonna go in this frame, and then I just got extras to send to Dad, and then I also printed some out for Mum too. And then I also got a Stacks delivery. So this is dropping on this Friday. So some new Vito socks. You might not be able to see the color. These are like an olive and a black. We've got the unisex tees, the new oversized unisex tees. So we've got the orange and the black. Oh, green. Sorry, you can't see it through. This is like that olive color. So yeah, that's those. And then I also had a book delivery. I actually mentioned this earlier. This book, Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. I'd listened to the first chapter on one of his podcasts. So very excited to read this book. This day has been such a shambles. Anyway, I'm gonna like wrap all these presents, and then I haven't had lunch and I'm really hungry and it's 3:20, so I'm gonna have some food. And I'm so excited to sit down and chat to you about how all my test results were about my health, because it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's just a little bit more clarity. And I was totally convinced that I had a thyroid issue, which I don't. I'm like a genie. I need to eat. Alright, so I'm on a time crunch because I need to get to the post office before it closes in 20 minutes. But I've wrapped all of the presents and I've put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on them. So now I'm just going to write the clues and put that in there with a few other like little candles and some sparklers and streamers and the photos that I printed out. And then I'm going to post it. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. That was so stressful. I got it done though. I got it to the post office in time, literally just in time. I haven't had lunch yet. I'm so hungry, but I've literally just come back and collapsed on the couch because I'm like so drained. It's 20 to 6, so I'm just gonna have like a big dinner and dessert. But what I'm gonna do is finish off with giving you guys a bit of an update, as I said I was going to, about the naturopath. I'm gonna grab my notes because I have notes. Alright, so just ignore the whole what I look like and good day to choose to film. The symptoms that I'd been feeling were like extremely low energy. I can't even think. Like what's the last thing I've told you guys? Basically I was doing the anti-candida diet, and for some people they have to do it for like 6 months, a year even. It can be like less strict, more strict, just depending on your symptoms. A lot of the symptoms that I am experiencing, like digestion issues, sleep issues, energy issues, headaches, I think are all symptoms of being on Roaccutane. And I think everyone kind of shows different symptoms differently depending on the individual. I think because I have underlying gut issues, they're just the symptoms that I'm getting. And people have said the side effects do reduce the longer you're on it. I've only been on it for 3 weeks. This is my 4th week on it. And I am feeling like it's getting a bit better. I just have to be really on top of like drinking enough water, going to bed early enough, and all of those things that make you feel good. So my naturopath suggested drinking 2.5 to 3 liters of water a day. And that Accutane can affect your gut flora. So that's why I'm kind of experiencing some of that. But yeah, the anti-candida diet, the die-off you get is usually with like the first week. So if it's continuing on, it's kind of probably more Roaccutane thing. So from that, we did a comprehensive blood test that had a look at everything. Like you guys saw, if you remember, that last YouTube I did, and I had like 12 vials of blood taken. So finally got the results back from that. Excuse me. So I have got severely low B12. I had a shot for that recently, but it's the kind of thing that I need to supplement to, on top of like getting the injections regularly. So that's kind of shit. So anyone that has like a highly stressful life, or just stress in general and anxiety, my naturopath suggested magnesium is a key supplement to be on. So that's something I'm already on, and just something that I need to pretty much be on forever until, I don't know, I can like not live a stressed life. My progesterone is crazy low, so it's under 1, but I don't know what the markers are, like the normal markers. And so like things that low progesterone affect are your mood, so it can give you really low moods, and when you're in a low mood it can be like really low mood, and just like your period, like stabilization of your cycle. I had insanely high cortisol levels, so stress was 30% higher than it should be, apparently. One thing I was convinced of that I had was some thyroid issues, and I'm really happy to report that I don't have thyroid issues. Apparently my RT3, my reverse T3 is in a really good position, which is good because often when you have really high cortisol for a sustained period of time, it can impact your thyroid. In this case, it looks like mine's impacted my progesterone. So cortisol, this is how it was explained to me. She was just saying when your cortisol is producing so much and it runs out of the ability of producing it, it steals it from other systems. So progesterone being one of them, thyroid being another. So apparently that could be a reason my progesterone is so low. So these supplements that I'm going to be on are going to help with my liver, which is under stress as it is, more so with the Roaccutane, support for my stress, B12 supplements, and a progesterone supplement to help bringing that back up. And then on the Candida diet, I can start to reintroduce small quantities of other foods in. So I went to the supermarket today and I'm going to start bringing in some pumpkin. I'm going to test with that, and I can bring in some gluten-free oats, which is like the one I'm most excited about. So I still have to stick to gluten-free, and she suggested 1 to 2 things a day, but I think I'm actually just going to take it a lot slower. And she just said any of the symptoms like affecting digestion or energy more, anything like that, to just bring it back to the way it is. But she also suggested this Candida diet is probably something I'm going to have to be on for the duration of my Roaccutane, which is like maybe 6 months, maybe more. As long as I can bring in some variety with like the oats and bread and stuff in small quantities, I think I'll be sweet. And I was like, can I have chocolate? Just tell me that. So I've been making, well, I made my own chocolate once, which I just posted on my Instagram, the recipe for that. But she said to get like anything 80% and above should be okay. So it obviously has to be dairy-free, gluten-free, and as low carb and sugar as possible, and just seeing how my body's responding. So that's kind of the update on where my health is at. In terms of like my weight and stuff, I haven't been weighing myself. I just know I'm so watery and fluidy, and if I'm honest guys, like I'm not feeling awesome in my body. I'm trying really hard to be like really body positive, but it's usually when I feel this discomfort, I'd be like, cool, I'm just going to do a bit of dieting and get a bit leaner to where I sit more comfortable. And I'm not willing to put myself in a deficit right now. It's the last thing my body needs to have more stress added to it, the stress of dieting. I've really had to change how I train, how I approach work to try and manage my stress better. It's just crazy what stress does to the body, and it's weird because I don't look at my life and consider it to be really highly stressful. I guess like running a business is stressful, but I still do so many things to take care of myself, like sleep properly. I don't go out, I don't like drink like crazy at all really. Like I think I've had 1 drink this year. Sleep is a priority, meditating, eating clean, like, you know, foods that nourish my body. So it's just so weird that this is happening. But I guess it's just like I think it's really a compounding effect of, you know, a prolonged time under stress, whether that's from dieting for my competition or dieting on and off for the last 3 years really. So I'm not in a hurry to go into a fat loss phase or anything. And I think, you know, I was chatting to her about fat loss and why it was such a struggle for me recently in the last diet series that I did. And she's just like, people underplay stress so much. Like if your body is stressed, it doesn't know the difference between life-threatening stress and dieting stress. So it's not going to be focusing on fat loss. It'll probably like burn through your muscle, and like obviously energy balance, calories in, calories out. Yeah, you'll be in a deficit, but you'll be burning through muscle. And then if that's not being used, then that's going to be stored, and it's going to be stored as fat rather than muscle again. So it's just all these crazy things that I'm learning. So if there's any advice you can take from this, it is really prioritizing de-stressing protocols, whether that's meditation or walks or journaling, calling your friends, finishing work at a normal time, getting enough sleep. Calories in, calories out in an ideal world for people who aren't stressed and under pressure and who are sleeping great works really well. And I've been one of those people before who's just dieted and bang, it's just happened. But if you've got any kind of stress on your body, then it just makes it that much harder. So anyway, that's kind of the day in the life. I'm just gonna I've got a huge week this week. The next 3 days I've literally got like 3 meetings every single day, and they're really requiring my focus and attention. So instead of kind of like showing you all my meals and my bedtime routine and stuff, I'm really just gonna have to call it here. And I'm guessing this is gonna be long anyway, because I've sat down and chatted and showed you heaps of stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube. Thanks for being here. I can't stop looking at my hair and my skin. It's really annoying. I just wanna like wash my face off. And I just don't feel comfortable being on camera without makeup right now. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Look at my artwork. I love it so much. So pretty. All right, stop talking. Hang up. If you guys want to see more, make sure you subscribe, turn post notifications on, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you here next week. What am I doing? It's like, I would love to be able to do the splits. I need to work on that. I am working on my mobility. I'll take you guys through one of my warm-ups because I get a lot of questions about that, and now I'm like, you know, the girl that does warm-ups and takes care of her body. It's time to go. Bye. Missed you.